Some new information on Akuma just dropped, and after reading the notes, Akuma might just be the most divisive character in Street Fighter 6. Now before we jump into the video, if you'd like to see my previous breakdown of the Akuma trailer, head over to my channel and maybe hit that subscribe button too while you're at it. Every little bit counts. This new information comes from a Twitter user by the name of @EverEV6, who went on to say that they had early access to Akuma and wanted to share what they thought about him. They go on to say that, quote, "While it's insanely strong having a frame 1 grab on a Shoto, Raging Demon isn't something you'll have to be scared of often. His very low health pool makes it awkward to be yellow health, since 25% of 9,000 health is less than the usual. His health bar needs to be lower than others in order for him to get access to critical art. The damage on Raging Demon feels like it is the same as critical art as well, so around 4,500 damage is their guess." Now with Akuma's status of being a glass cannon, it goes without saying that using Raging Demon or critical art would be highly risky due to his lower than average health value. But even so, this information is vital in telling us that either Raging Demon or critical art garners the same damage and the same result, making Akuma a very strong character when he gets to that point, due to his many different options. Eevee also talks about some of Akuma's normals as well, saying, quote, "He also has a forward heavy punch that extends really far, but is not special cancelable, which felt really good for poking. His regular standing heavy punch also reaches really far and feels really good to confirm from whiff punishes. His crouching medium kick is quite short, probably the worst among the Shotos. His standing heavy kick is his double kicks, which have insane range, especially with Drive Rush. It's also around +6 on regular hit. Since it links to his medium punches, standing medium kick on regular hit, and is really good to whiff punish big moves since it moves him forward, thought this move would be insanely good for pressure after Drive Rush, but the second hit whiffs on crouching opponents, which if you know, becomes very easy to crouch block and punish, which reminds them of Tekken, funny enough." Now based on what Eevee says here, it sounds like a lot of the heavies from Street Fighter V make a return here in 6. Forward heavy punch sounds a lot like Seiki Seiken, standing heavy punch sounds a lot like Kongo Ken, and standing heavy kick sounds like Kiko Kurenzan. So if you played him in Street Fighter V, this would be very familiar territory for you. The range on crouching medium kick is a little disappointing, but I think the heavies make up for its flaws. All of this would mean that standing heavy kick would probably be your best bet on catching people in neutral, or maybe using heavy punch for neutral would be better, but only time will tell. Eevee also states that the Drive Rush is a little weird, and that he poses for a little while before rushing in, which gives it a weird timing for when you try to check it, especially on close distance Drive Rush jab scenarios. I got hit quite a few times trying to check it versus the players around the venue. I would still get to Shoryu through it and not get hit. I think if you hit him before the fireball hits you, you won't get traded for some reason, and his fireball will go right through you. Further testing needed once he comes out. They also talk about a little bit of his newer special moves like the quarter circle back punch. It looks like it has properties similar to Hashogeki on block, being plus frames on heavy but slower, but safe on light with a faster startup. I would sometimes trade hits with another Akuma doing it, and he would get a combo from it afterward. Eevee also lays down the comparison to Ken's Jinrai, that this move will kind of carry Akuma through the lower ranks, because being able to spam it and trade against people who mash jab for a combo will be really strong when they don't know what to do, and I 100% agree with that. Much like Jinrai, that move can breeze through lower ranks like nothing, and in the right hands I think Akuma can be very strong as well in those lower ranks. Finally, Eevee goes over the last few bits of Akuma here, the Demon Flip and the Teleport, saying that, quote, "The Demon Flip feels fast, and they can also dive kick from it and get hella plus frames if spaced correctly, and the overhead also seems safe if not plus if you block it, so when it comes to going in, you can definitely do it through the air if you are not paying attention." When it comes to the Teleport, they say that the Teleport cannot be special cancelled into, which they thought were weird, but their guess is that they didn't want to strike into Teleport into command grab to be a thing, because the grab hits you super fast, which makes a lot of sense. Being able to cancel from a strike to doing teleport command grab would be absolutely insane. It's almost like giving Zangief the ability to special cancel any attack he had to an SPD. Think about that for a second. So maybe we should be thanking Capcom for maybe not giving us that ability to do it with Akuma. Eevee ends the thread by saying that Akuma is by far the most difficult to play Shoto in the game currently. His damage does look okay, but there is a lot of room for improvement, especially in the corner. They also say that he is insanely fun to play and really strong, and in the right hands, they will be an absolute menace to Street Fighter 6. This character is going to be very divisive for a lot of people. In the hands of an Akuma main, this might be one of the greatest Akumas to ever grace the Street Fighter franchise, and for others, they might say that he might be weak at launch due to that okay damage and that room for improvement. However, that is up for you guys to decide. I mean, I'm looking at him, his toolset is very loaded, and by seeing some of that gameplay in the trailer, but I know for a fact he will be an absolute menace. He's going to be one of the scariest characters I've ever played against, so I'm going to be training for that. And of course, let me know what you guys think about this Akuma breakdown. Of course, like I said before, it is completely early access, so there might be some improvements in the near future, but please, again, comment down below what you guys think. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to my channel for more breakdowns like this, and I will see all of you in the next one. Peace.